Fabio Wardley versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller is off. I don't know what happened. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the livest one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Just getting this news. I heard something earlier. My good brother Trick Nolte sent me a text. Not sure what's going on here. He contacted Salida from Salida Promotions. Salida said that he couldn't comment on it at the time. We don't know what's going on. We're just trying to get some information. I was actually looking forward to this. I like Fabio Wardley. He's above prospect right now. You know what I mean? Tell you, man, these boys across the pond are getting it done. You know, if you saw the face-off here, where this was from, I remember just last week, you know, Jarrell was screaming at him about some rap song. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know what was going on. We were screaming at him about some rap song he made, you know, and Fabio was like, I didn't do it. If I did it, I'd have told you, but so what? You know, but Fabio wasn't intimidated. You know, Jarrell was screaming and, you know, hollering. You know, that's what he does. You know, sell the fight. You know, he does what he does in the ring to back it up. You know, that's fine. You know, it's whatever. But I was looking forward to this. It's a heavyweight clash. I like the heavyweight division. I don't have any news. I was waiting for Trick to get back to me. He doesn't have any news. One article says that this was for the WBA title, the interim title, by the way. June 7th, pretty much right around the corner. It says in one article that Jarrell wouldn't be able to participate. The card's not being canceled, though. So they're going to bring in somebody, and Fabio is going to fight that person. So I'm assuming that, you know, they have a backup. They always have a backup. But Fabio has a good enough name and good enough support where the event is going to continue. I guess that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I'm having an issue with what is written in this article by the Sun. It says he will no longer be able to participate. Miller. All right. Wording is important. I'm going to read exactly what it says. The 36-year-old was due to fight Britt Wardley for the interim WBA title on June 7th at Portman Road. However, he will no longer be able to participate. Don't know what that's about. Then I go to this other article. It says Jarrell Miller is reported to have pulled out of the interim WBA World Heavyweight title fight with Fabio Wardley at Portman Road, leaving the town supporting boxer looking for a new opponent for the fight on Saturday, June 7th. Says here, according to various sources, the Brooklyn-born Miller, 36 years old, known as Big Baby, has called off for reasons yet to be revealed. Now, here's why this is troubling. And I need y'all to pay attention. Jarrell has had problems in the past. You know, he popped dirty. His biggest payday was going to be against Anthony Joshua. I was rooting for him in that fight. That was supposed to be at the Garden. And as y'all know, Jarrell popped dirty. I believe he had, if I remember correctly, he had 4 different substances. And this guy was popping like popcorn. It was crazy. You know, I'm not an AJ supporter. I was a Miller supporter. But I didn't want to see that. You know what I mean? That could be tragic. I didn't want to see that. So we ain't hear from Miller for about 2 years and some change. I mean, they really cracked the whip on him, didn't they? Right? That's what they're supposed to do with guys that break the rules, right? That was New York State Athletic Commission, right? Right. I don't recall Jarrell starting attacking other ethnicities and going on drunken racist tirades like you know who, but whatever. So he was reprimanded, and now he's back. And neither one of these articles are clear as to why he pulled out. We don't know if it was an injury. If it was an injury, they just said injury, hand injury, eye injury, knee injury, torn bicep or whatever. But they're saying that they don't know. And then the Sun is saying specifically that he will not be able to participate. I don't like that language. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping, it's not what he got in trouble for before. Because at that point, if it's, if he's having trouble with, if he's, if the BBBFC caught him, we'll know about it. We'll know about it. I'm just hoping it's not that. But you think that. One article saying he pulls out of the Wardley fight. The other article is saying he won't be able to participate. That he won't be able to participate. I don't like that language. I'm hoping it's not that. When you're not being allowed to participate in something, that means you did something wrong. And I'm hoping it's not that. Because if it's that, come on, man. How much are we supposed to deal with here? Listen, man. This is the Hurt Business. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this, man. It's a barbaric sport, and we're animals for liking it, for loving it. This is not the sport where you need performance and where you should be allowed to use performance enhancement drugs. These are big men. Even the small guys, man. People have perished in that ring, man. And if you're on that juice to get some sort of edge, man, you don't need to be in the ring in the first place. I was looking forward to this, and I don't know what's going on. I'm just bringing y'all this news, bringing it to your attention. This fight is off. Don't know what's going on, but we'll find out in the next couple of days. But, it's unfortunate. I was looking forward to this. Salute to Fabio Wardley. Go out there and get the win and stay on the winning side of things, man. I'm interested to see what he does with his career. And as far as Jarrell is concerned, I don't know what's going on. And I'm hoping it's not what you would suspect because he's had troubles before. And how much are we supposed to support when these people keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? You just cannot do it. Now, let me go on record as saying they haven't said what it was, but I don't like the language by them saying he won't be allowed to participate. That bothers me. That really bothers me, but I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!